Hello everyone, this is Salman back again with another video. Today we have Chahana Hegde who has got multiple admits and finalized on Texas A&M University. She has cleared her visa interview. She has a very good experience to share it with us all and a lot of tips throughout the process and in the end of the video. So please watch the video till the end to understand her F1 visa interview experience. Also, if you need more such videos on different kinds of profiles and their visa interview experience, drop a comment in the section below of what kind of profile do you need a video on. So without any delay, let's get started with the visa interview experience of Chahan. So hi Chahana, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you doing?
Yeah, welcome to Salman Speaks. It's good to have you here. Let's start with your visa interview experience. I have a
Okay.
few questionnaire for you on behalf of everyone of how your visa interview experience was.
Okay.
Yeah, can you tell me a bit about yourself and what your profile was?
Okay, so I graduated back in 2020. I did my bachelor's in architecture and I've been working for 2.5 years now.
Okay,
And I'll
so
be
you
going
got
for my master's in construction management.
okay, so you applied for construction management. Where are you from?
Yeah. I'm from Navi Mumbai.
Okay, and which university did you apply to?
I've applied to 7 universities, but I'm going to Texas A&M.
Okay, can you name those seven universities if possible?
Yeah, sure. There's Georgia Tech, there's Purdue, there's University of Washington, Clemson, Houston, ASU, and Texas A&M.
Okay, okay. So it's wide range of universities, I believe, from
Yeah,
Georgia to Clemson, wide range
yeah,
of ranks.
yeah.
So why did you choose Texas A&M specifically?
Um, there's no specific reason. One of them is it's good education at a affordable price. So even though I
Mhm.
got Georgia Tech, I think Texas A&M was a better choice for me.
Okay, so you got Georgia Tech.
Yeah, yeah,
That's yeah.
I got into all
Mhm.
the colleges.
Oh, that's great profile, I believe then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So your
I mean the
undergrad.
profile is average, I believe, but I don't know. I backed in
Mhm.
somehow.
Okay. So your undergrad college was, can you name that college?
It's Pillai HOC College of Architecture. It's in Mumbai. It falls under Mumbai University itself.
Okay, it's in Mumbai. Okay. So you have approx 2.5 years of experience, right?
Yeah, I worked at
Mm-hmm.
different
Okay.
places in this 2.5 years, but for
Mm-hmm.
past 1.5 years, I've been working at the same place.
Okay, okay. So like, do you have any gap year or so?
No, I don't.
Or in not even in before your bachelor's or anything like that?
No, no.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So regarding Texas A&M, as you finalized Texas A&M, right? So
Yeah.
what all questions did you prepare for? What preparation for the interview that you had from your side?
Okay. So for interview, I mean, I just shortlisted the main questions that were like short they're going to ask. That's why Texas
Mm-hmm.
A&M and why construction management. Other than
Mm-hmm.
that, the funding, which you have to be very precise about. So you can't give them a ball figure or something. You can't say my savings are worth
Mm-hmm.
almost 50 lakhs. You can't say that. So yeah, these were
Mm-hmm.
the three things that I practiced well, and because I had to be
Mm-hmm.
fluent in it. So other than that, it's all general conversation like we are having right now. So what did
Okay.
you do,
Mm-hmm.
and also that is easy. So these were the
Mm-hmm.
main
Okay. So
questions
you.
that I actually researched for and practiced.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Were you afraid or apprehensive about any part of your profile?
Sorry.
Were you afraid or apprehensive about any part of your profile? Suppose so, a few people have siblings, a few people have some other issue with their profile. Were you afraid about anything?
I was not afraid as such, but then I was worried that if they ask me why not Georgia Tech and why Texas A&M, so that
Mm-hmm.
was my one concern because Georgia Tech is way a better
Yeah, yeah,
university. So
yeah, yeah. So, like, what did you prepare for that? Like, what were you?
I had prepared pointers for why Texas A&M is better choice for me. I didn't say that Georgia Tech is bad because it's not. So I just said that Texas A&M is giving me all this, so I think for me that is a better choice. And since I even have a scholarship at Texas A&M, so there were like such pointers that I had prepared, but I was not asked that question.
Okay. Okay. So let's continue with the visa interview experience,
Yeah.
how it went for you. So the first question is, which consulate did you book your biometric in? Which consulate did you get your visa interview in?
Okay, so initially when the slots opened, I got my biometrics at Kolkata and my interview at Mumbai. But then I
Okay.
rescheduled it after a day or two because people could still do that, and everyone told me you can do that. So then I got both my
Okay.
biometrics and interview in Mumbai.
Okay. So you got both in Mumbai. What were the dates, if I ask?
Biometrics was on 5th and interview was on 15th.
Okay, 5th June and 15th June,
Yeah,
right? Oh,
yeah.
mhm. Yeah. When was your interview time slot and how did you reach there?
Interview or the biometrics?
Let's get on to the interview as well. Interview only. Biometric we'll
Okay.
keep aside. We'll have more of the interview
So my
experience.
interview slot was at 10:50. But now Mumbai to Mumbai is like an hour away. So to
Mm-hmm.
reach Bandra, I had, but there are local trains, and since I'm from here, I know my way around well.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
I reached an hour early. I reached at 10:15, I guess, and my slot was 10:50.
Okay. So
So
okay,
yeah, I just
30
took the local
minutes.
train and I reached
Mm-hmm.
there. Yeah,
Okay.
because
So.
you
Mhm.
can't take your private vehicle there. There's no parking, and the traffic will delay it. So
Okay. Okay. There's no parking for private vehicles, so it's better to transport via public
yeah, or
transport,
Uber.
right? Yeah. Okay. Were anyone accompanying you, or were you alone?
Yeah, I went with my dad because phones and all are
Mhm.
not allowed.
Okay. As you mentioned, phones are not allowed. Was there any locker, private
Yeah,
locker,
as soon
or
as we entered inside, there were lockers, and you had to pay 500 for them. 500 or 600, I didn't ask, but I could see people paying to just keep their phones in those open shelves.
okay, this is inside the consulate or outside the consulate?
No, this was outside. This was even before the queue waiting area.
Okay, this is even before the queue.
No,
So
actually, it
are
was
those
after the waiting area. So we first
okay?
went to the waiting area, and then according to our time, we were sent inside. So before you get inside the building, you have to keep your phones outside.
Okay, okay, got it. So it's just inside the premise of the consulate, but outside the building.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So it's a reliable place to put your phones.
Yeah, it's like a 15-20 minutes thing once you enter. So yeah,
Then coming to the documents, what documents did you carry to your biometric first? If I have to ask.
to my biometric, actually you don't need anything else for biometric other than your passport, your service payment receipt, and your appointment letter and DS 160 confirmation.
Okay, so the basic documents
Yeah,
for the biometric.
you don't
Okay,
need
then
your
coming to the
I-20 either. Yeah,
okay, we don't need even a right one. Then coming to the
I-20.
visa
Yeah,
interview, what documents were did you take?
yeah. For of course, everyone just takes like all the documents with them, but you will only need your I-20 passport and service. That's all.
Oh, so you took all your ITRs, your father's ITR, like sponsors
Yeah,
ITRs,
everything. Yeah.
salary slips, CA
Yes,
statement.
my
Uh,
FDs, my entire whatever my financials were, everything has to be
mhm.
taken. It's rare that they ask for it, but you have to take it.
Okay, got it. Okay. Coming to this part, I guess it will be a big waiting time for you to just enter the consulate and go till the officer, right? How was your journey throughout this? Can you explain me that?
Yeah, so like I said, I reached at 10:15. So my
Mm-hmm.
slot was at 10:50. So they were calling slot wise, like half an hour slots. They were allowing inside. So the girl
Mm-hmm.
before me had an 11 o'clock slot in the
Mm-hmm.
morning, but she was not allowed inside. I was allowed, even though mine was just
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes before her because
Okay.
I fell under that half an hour slot.
Half an hour.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Then once I went inside, it's like a smooth process because they guide you exactly where you have to go, what you have to do. It's all sorted. So you just go in, you wait in the queue. So there's a
Mm-hmm.
waiting area. Like this is about Mumbai Consulate, of course. So you have these
Mm-hmm.
four long seating areas, and half an
Okay.
hour slots people sit in that area, and
Okay.
each line
Mm-hmm.
is sent inside together. So
Okay.
that's like 30-40 people at once go
Okay.
inside.
Okay. 30, 40 people go inside.
So yeah, yeah. So after they are done and they come outside, another line is sent inside.
Oh, so how much was this? Like just entering the consulate to visa? So how much was the time
I
approximately?
like I said, I entered at 10:30. I think I was waiting in the
Mm-hmm.
line at 10:15, but then at 10:30 I went in. By 11:10 I was out.
Okay, coming to what documents previously they asked, did they ask for any documents or finger scans previous to the visa interview officer? Like, were there any documents checked?
Yeah. So once you enter the building, there
Mm-hmm.
are two queues. So it's like there were about 40 cubicles, adjacent cubicles, glass cubicles,
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
lines in front of them. So first we went to the end of the room where we gave our
Mm-hmm.
biometric verification. It is just to see that you're the same person who is interviewing,
Mm-hmm.
and there's not
Mm-hmm.
somebody else who has come in place of you. So you give
So
your
your
fingerprints.
fingerprints were scanned there.
Yeah. And after that, we were sent to the interview lines.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, for the interview lines, there were like 40 cubicles, and so they tell you which line to join. So that's completely upon luck. It's nothing about in our appointment letter we are written. Uh, the counter number is written, I think, but it's not like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They'll just
Okay. So
you
good.
randomly form the line and they send you
Mm.
to the one that is free. There's a longer line, and then you're sent to the line in front of the cubicles, which is a shorter line, like six people.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, and then you see the ones ahead of you get interviewed, and they whatever the result is, they move from ahead, and then they
Okay.
exit
Okay. Yeah,
directly.
this is a very this is an interesting part to ask.
Yeah.
Your experience as a spectator, like the interview is beside you, the interview is happening in front of you. How
it
was your experience?
it was really weird because I could see everyone was really scared first of all, and everyone
Mm-hmm.
was extremely well dressed. Most of them were well dressed. There were so you could
Okay.
see like both kind of people who didn't care a lot and the ones who cared too much. So
Yeah.
you could see that by their dressing and by their demeanor itself. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so even though I didn't want to see people get rejected or approved because then I would get anxious about it. But then that's
Mm-hmm.
the normal thing to happen because that's all you can see around. So
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
someone's
Correct.
giving
Correct.
their interview, you can't hear the interview, but then if they leave with their passport, they've gotten rejected.
Okay.
So so that's
So
what
have you seen any
everyone.
rejects?
Yeah,
Or
I did see a person or two leave with their passport, but
mm-hmm.
in my line, there were two people ahead of me and two people behind me. So the people ahead of me both got approved. So that was very comforting because I knew that the interviewer was very
Mm-hmm.
kind.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was it.
That's a good thing to
Yeah.
have. Okay. Uh, can you describe the visa officer that had
So
interviewed
yeah, there were many, but mine was a 30s American man, 30s or late 20s.
you?
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was wearing specs and he was white, if I'm allowed to say
Okay.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Once you go to your interview, it's like a rapid fire. They're asking you continuously. My interview lasted like 40 seconds maximum. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, I was anxious, but then once it's like a conversation. So as long as you're fluent with it and you're confident about, I mean, if you've prepared your answers, not
Okay.
prepared, you don't have to buy heart and tell them, but you know your
Yeah,
course, you know what you're doing. Then
yeah.
it's a cakewalk. It's just, and you just get anxious because, of course, if you mess it up, then it's ruined. So
Yeah.
that's the
Uh,
problem. But otherwise, it's like a rapid fire. They keep asking questions and you keep answering, and it's done.
mhm.
So yeah,
Okay. So now coming to the actual interview questions.
questions.
So yeah, how did you greet him, or like how did this process go? The actual interview.
Yeah, so I had all this in my mind that I have to go wish them first, wish them a good morning and
Mm-hmm.
all. But then these two people who are ahead of me, I could hear the interview because this was fairly close. It's like
Okay.
1 meter
Mm-hmm.
away. So
Mm-hmm.
1.5 meters away. So they were giving their answers, so I could hear the questions as well. See, so I knew what
Okay.
he was asking. So in my mind, I
Mm-hmm.
was ready to answer my, whatever he was asking. I was like running
Mm-hmm.
through my answers as well at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, after that, he first I went in and I wanted to say good morning, but he said good morning first. So I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
good morning, officer, and then I passed my documents, and then he started asking me questions one after the other.
Okay.
And that
What
was very
documents did you
fast.
pass him at the first?
My passport and my I-20 and my cells.
Okay, these three
These were the
documents
only
only.
three
Okay.
things I used during the
Mm-hmm.
interview. Not even my appointment letter, not even my DS-160.
Okay, okay, that's
You
good to
have
hear.
to take them all, but I didn't use
Mm-hmm.
them.
Okay. So, what were the questions? Like, first question, what did he ask?
Okay, so first he asked me, when did I graduate? So I told him that I
Mm-hmm.
graduated in 2020, October of 2020. And after that, he asked me, uh, yeah, what did you do your undergrad major in? So over here I fumbled a
Mm-hmm.
little because we
Okay.
don't call it undergrad major. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
is he asking me about my for what I'm going for my masters or what? But then he said undergrad, and I was like, okay, no, he's asking me about my bachelor's. So I told him I did my
Mm-hmm.
bachelor's in architecture and I scored this much.
Okay.
So yeah, after that he asked me why construction management and what are your goals. No, first he asked me why
Okay.
Texas A&M. So I
Okay.
had
Uh-huh.
like a lot of pointers prepared, but I only said one line, and that too, like the gist of what I had prepared, I just spit it out. Yeah, this is my
Mm-hmm.
reason because it is offering these courses or whatever it was. But that was just
Okay.
one sentence or one or two sentences. And in that, he
Okay.
said, fine. And then he asked me, why construction management? And what are your
Mm-hmm.
goals? So
Okay.
then I told him about my reasons and even my goals. So that even this was like two sentences max. After that, yeah, so by this time I saw him put my passport aside. So I knew that he had
Okay.
made up his mind that he has approved it. So it took me like a
Mm-hmm.
minute to continue with my answer because I was like, okay, the interview is done. But then even
Uh-huh.
after that, he continued asking me questions. So
Okay. What
then,
were the follow-up questions?
so then he asked me who is sponsoring you and what do they
Okay.
do. So once I told him my
Mm-hmm.
parents are sponsoring me, so even in this part I forgot to mention my scholarship because at that
Okay.
time you're just trying to reply fast. Whatever he's asking, you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
have to tell him. So I forgot
Mm-hmm.
to say that. But after that he asked what do they do, and I told him what they did. Then he asked me how many admits you have. So I told him the number of admits, and then he said, okay, your
Mm.
visa is approved.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I
It
was
might.
not asked anything about my how much my savings were or how much loan I've taken. Nothing was asked.
Okay. So only your interview was only with three documents, no other
Yeah.
information, no other documents. Yeah, I'm sure visa is approved. These were the three sweet words that you wanted to hear as well.
Yeah. The minute he said that, I actually forgot about everything else, and he wished me good luck, and I repeated good luck. So that was like, I
Okay.
was like, okay,
You
now
were
I have to
wishing good
run.
luck.
Yeah. He said good luck. I said good luck, and I'm like, oh, I was not supposed to say good luck to him. Then I
Okay.
just ran because I was really
Hmm.
happy.
Hmm.
Because,
Okay,
and in
then
fact, even while going inside, I was like preparing myself that even if it gets rejected, it's okay. You'll be fine. I have to like, just don't get shattered over there.
yeah, yeah,
So
that's true. That's true. It's just
yeah.
have to
So you
maintain
have
the peace,
to, yeah,
calm.
prepare.
Hmm. Yeah. So I know that you already given a lot of tips during this process as well. But any additional tips that you like to give to anyone who's going to their interview next?
Okay, one thing is you have to be honest.
Hmm.
Whatever it is, you have to tell them. And
Hmm.
other than that, I think what they actually see is how fluent you are and
Hmm.
how confident
Okay.
you are. That's all. That's all
Okay.
they see because that is what they judge you by. So if you're
Hmm.
now, since they know that you've passed your IELTS and all, but if you go there and you're not able to talk to them properly, then they'll
Hmm.
reject your visa. Or if you give them
Okay.
a mugged up answer, you take like 2 seconds and then you're giving a complete mugged up answer, then it has to be a conversation. That's all. You have to be fluent and
Hmm.
have a good conversation. The guy ahead
Hmm.
of me fumbled a lot.
Okay.
He was just nervous. He was not that fluent, but he was not wrong. So he was
Okay.
just
Hmm.
he was taking a little breaks and then he was like but then he got approved and he gave his answers right.
Okay.
So that's nice.
Hmm.
So if your profile
Hmm.
is good, you're sorted.
Yeah. 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 That's actually good to hear.
Otherwise, you'll have to need strong reasons for why the course and
Hmm.
why the college and why US.
Hmm. 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 Okay.
And by the
I,
way,
yeah.
biometrics was like a 5 minute thing for me, 10 minutes max,
Okay, biometrics was just 10 minutes.
10
Yeah, yeah.
minutes thing.
You just had to give your three documents like the
Yeah,
passport,
even over there, I had to
DS-160.
show my confirmation, visa confirmation,
Mm-hmm.
appointment letter. Over there, I had to
Mm-hmm.
show my appointment letter and service and passport.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and your phone was allowed there throughout in biometric, right?
No, even in biometric, phone was not allowed.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Generally, in other consulates, it's allowed. As in Chennai,
Oh,
it was allowed for me. In the AC center. In interview place, we didn't even have any place to keep my phones. There's a
oh.
small auto there, which is very I don't understand how can we put our phones there. There's this completely out of the consulate. It's not even allowed inside the consulate. But yeah, I guess Mumbai has
Yeah, it had.
facilitated for the phones. That's a good
And
thing to
even
know.
parents were waiting outside, so they were like, on the other side of the road, there were parents just sitting there and waiting for their kids, those
Yeah,
who had
yeah,
come with
correct.
their parents.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like same in China, it's just on the road that parents would
Yeah,
be waiting for us.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's it. Thank you, Chahana, for your
Okay.
time and
Thank you. Thank you for
helping
having me.
everyone who watches this video. It'll help them for their interview viewers. As Chahana suggested a lot of tips. Just make sure of you're calm. Carry all the documents. Maintain a good profile. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Chahana.
Thank you. Thank you for
Bye.
having me.
If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe my channel for more such videos. Also share it with a friend who's having a similar profile or who's having a visa interview very shortly. Please share it with them.